And here we see the Sitatunga, a species of antelope native to the swamps and rainforests of Central Africa. These are both females. Males are much darker in color and have horns. The Sitatunga is perfectly built for a semi-aquatic lifestyle. Its banana-shaped hooves make it an excellent swimmer. In the wild, it mainly eats the marshy plants, such as watergrass and leaves. And just like with kudu, those stripes make for very good camouflage. Alright, up to some more monkey shines. These are red-tailed guenons, or, if you want to be practical, just red-tailed monkeys, native to the jungles and swamps of Central Africa. Their tail is over half the length of their body. And like many African monkeys, they live in social groups with a hierarchy. In the wild, they mainly eat fruit, insects, leaves, and flowers. And again, like with all African monkeys, when the mothers get around the forest, their babies cling to their mothers' bellies. Checking in with the morning report. This is the red-billed hornbill, native to the savannas and forests of sub-Saharan Africa. The structure of their beaks is almost hollow, much like a honeycomb. Hornbills often gather in flocks where they keep in touch by making loud clucking noises that can echo for miles across the savanna. In the wild, they eat insects and nuts. And when hornbills mate, the female stays inside the nest, which is usually in a hollow tree, while the male seals up the nest with mud and dung so as to keep the mother and eggs safe from predators. But he is a devoted dad because he delivers food to the female via poking his beak inside the entrance hole. And yup, that would be the morning report. Look out for Mr. Stork, because these are white storks. Like all storks, they mainly eat fish and frogs, but these are migratory birds on top of it, because they mainly range in Europe, but they migrate to Africa during the winter.
What is that?
It's a stork.
And of course, storks are often associated with delivering the babies. And these are the storks that are mostly used for symbolism with the babies.
Storks. Okay, let's see something else.
Quick before the hyena come. To be precise, this is the most famous of all hyenas, the spotted hyena. In spite of their dog-like appearance, hyenas are actually not dogs, but in a family of their own, Hyenidae. Even though hyenas share a common ancestor with dogs, they're separated by millions of years of evolution. We often think of hyenas as lowly scavengers, but they will hunt when the opportunity presents itself. In the wild, they eat large prey such as antelope, zebra, and wildebeest. And hyenas have among the strongest bite force in the animal kingdom, thus can eat almost all of their prey, including bones, horns, and even teeth. Hyenas live in tight-knit clans where the females are domination of the clan. Yup, even the clan's highest-ranking male has to submit to the lowest-ranking female. Oh, that's my family for you. When hyenas laugh, they more laugh when they are frustrated or under attack. At one point, it was believed that hyenas were hermaphrodites, or animals of dual gender. Why? Well, I think you ought to look it up for yourself, because Oh, I prefer to keep things PG on my channel. And here we see a band of banded mongooses, native to the plains of sub-Saharan Africa. Like their cousin, the meerkat, they formed large packs, but unlike meerkats, there is no hierarchy. In the wild, they mainly eat insects, grubs, lizards, and eggs. In fact, they have a special way of eating eggs by throwing them backwards onto rocks to crack them open. So that means they can try out for the NFL. And when mongoose pups are born, the entire pack is highly protective of them and will fight to defend them from any predator, even marabou storks. And of course, one member of the pack will always stand to watch sentry for predators, such as birds of prey. Yep, 9 feet high is the record length for a jump from this guy, the Serval cat, native to the savannas of sub-Saharan Africa. In the wild, they mainly eat birds, which is the reason why they jump so high. And their big ears give them a great sense of hearing, helping them pinpoint even the smallest signs of prey. And of course, like with cheetahs, those spots make the perfect camouflage. And like cheetahs, servals have dark tear lines beneath their eyes which act like sunglasses, shielding their eyes from the hot African sun. I got a prickly attitude about this one because this is the Cape porcupine, native to the plains of eastern and southern Africa. They're mainly nocturnal and spend the whole day in community burrows. In the wild, they mainly eat tree bark and grass, and like all rodents, they have to gnaw to keep their teeth from overgrowing. And of course, those quills may be modified hairs, but they are needle sharp. Contrary to popular belief, porcupines don't actually shoot quills at predators, but rather they shake a warning with their rattle tail, and if that fails, they just charge backwards. This is even able to keep lions at bay. And when porcupine babies are born, their quills are initially soft, but they harden as they grow older. Another part of the porcupine's warning display is raising that crest right at the top of their head. Time to come out from your shell to meet the radiated tortoise. Now, although this exhibit is called the African Journey, you will not find these tortoises on the mainland of Africa, but on the island of Madagascar. In the wild, they are vegetarians eating leaves and grass. Contrary to what the cartoons portray, turtles and tortoises cannot remove themselves from their shells, as their shells are in fact extensions of their back vertebrae and rib cage.
Oh my goodness,
I think I'm seeing spots. This is the Amur leopard. Now, one would think there'd be an African leopard in this exhibit, but those don't occur in AZA accredited zoos a lot. Even then, they're not very pure. Anyway, the Amur leopard lives in the Amur-Usui region of northern Russia, and because of that, they have thicker fur coats than other leopards, so as to insulate themselves from the cold. In the wild, they mainly hunt deer and wild boar, which does mean they have to compete with Amur tigers for food. The Amur leopard is listed as critically endangered, mainly due to poaching for its fur, and there are fewer than 60 left in the wild, and thus the Amur leopard is the world's rarest cat. Again with the monkey business, because this is the Brazza's monkey, native to the jungles of Western and Central Africa. They were named after the man who discovered them because their beards look very much like the man. Brazza's monkeys live in large troops, and generally they don't like to share their territories with other species of monkey. In the wild, they mainly eat fruit, leaves, and nuts. And of course, like all social primates, they spend a lot of time grooming each other. And in the wild, if you see them bobbing their heads, that is not meant to be a sign that, ooh, we got a catchy tune, but it is an, in fact, warning display that in their monkey speak means back off. Well, monkey see, monkey do. This is the Allen's swamp monkey, native to the swamps and jungles of Central Africa. Because of their environment, swamp monkeys are very adept swimmers and even have webbed paws. In the wild, they mainly eat aquatic plants and fruit. The Allen's swamp monkey is threatened by habitat loss and poaching for the bushmeat trade. Again, monkey see, monkey do, because this is a monkey that appears quite frequently on my channel, the black and white Colobus monkey, or Colobus guereza. They live in the jungles of Western, Eastern, and Central Africa, and they are amazing jumpers as they jump from branch to branch. Like the langurs of Asia, Colobus monkeys mainly eat leaves, and they have special bacteria within their stomachs that helps them to break down the leaves. When a baby Colobus monkey is born, it's born white, but it grows its adult fur as it matures. I like to move it, you like to move it! For the ring-tailed lemur, native to the island of Madagascar. Then again, that's where all lemurs live. Ringtails live in large groups with a strict hierarchy, and they can communicate via scent glands within their wrists. All lemurs on the island of Madagascar evolved from a single species known as proto-lemur. In the wild, they mainly eat fruit, gum, and resins. The name lemur comes from the Latin word for ghost, mimicking the call that many lemurs make in the wild at night. However, ringtails are mainly diurnal, and while they do climb through the trees, they mainly get about on the ground. And that is just one of many calls of the African gray parrot, native to the jungles of Central Africa. Like many parrots, they're social birds living in large flocks known as pandemoniums. In the wild, they mainly eat seeds and nuts, which they are able to crack open with their powerful beaks. And African greys are very popular as pets because they're able to mimic both human speech and other sounds like babies crying, doorbells ringing, and dogs barking. Man, these guys are crack-a-lackin'. This is a pair of plains zebra, native to the plains of eastern and southern Africa. Zebras live in herds that are made up of a single stallion, 5 or 6 mares, and their foals. The purpose of a zebra's stripe is not yet known. Some say it's for camouflage, some say it's to regulate body temperature, others say it's a means of identification within the herd because a zebra's stripe pattern is exactly like a human fingerprint. No two are exactly the same. Oh, and zebras are actually black with white stripes, not vice versa. In the wild, they eat grass and ground plants, but they only nip off the top parts of the grass, leaving the lower shoots for other animals. I'm having a really nice day, really nice day, really nice day. Say hello to the brindled wildebeest. Wildebeest are also known as new in imitation of the sound they make. They are often called the clowns of the savannah and an animal made by a committee of spare parts. They're a keystone species on the savannah as the herd's trampling of grass helps to stimulate growth and the wildebeests themselves are food for other animals. While the zebras crop the higher parts of the grass, the wildebeests go for the shorter ends. Wildebeests on the Serengeti are well known for undergoing large migrations until the rains of October send them back to their original grounds. Wildebeests often herd alongside zebras as they have each other's backs to keep a better lookout for predators such as lions. Yep, this is the wattled crane, native to the swamps and forests of Africa. These things can sometimes stand to be up to 6 feet tall, and in the wild, they mainly eat fish and frogs, as is the case with many storks and cranes. And of course, that wattle on their necks is meant to show the bird's mood. Like, it's mostly relaxed and it looks like that when such, but it will move about when the bird is excited or if it wants to make a courtship display.